So when it comes to understanding the mind, all right, the reason I'm making this video and the reason I make these videos is because I have something to offer you. And I'm not telling you how to live your life or what to eat or who to be, because I don't have those answers for you. But I'm telling you about the mind, and that's because I do have an understanding of my own. And the specific things about the mind that I'm telling you are the very things that, had I had this information given to me in my hunt to understand the mind, it would have made it much easier, because it's a very tough thing to understand. And the mind, as we use that term today, when we're talking about the mind, we're talking about our subconscious mind. So I'm sure if you don't have to get very far in your search to understand the mind, that you wind up looking for the subconscious mind. And the thing about the subconscious mind, what makes it so difficult to understand, is we reach out to get this understanding through some definition. And, you know, if there's anything you take away from what I say, it would be that in your search to understand the mind, the subconscious mind, approach it not as what is the subconscious mind. Ask yourself, what is my subconscious mind? Look to experience your subconscious mind to get your understanding of the subconscious mind. And that's the only way you're really going to get it, because, well, the meaning of the subconscious mind is actually subjective. There are these definitions, there's Freud's iceberg theory and whatnot, but the truth of the subconscious mind is, as a question, is the answer is subjective and is subject to the individual's level of awareness. For example, someone that's seated in their subconscious mind, the meaning of what is my subconscious mind is going to be different to that person than someone who's seated in their conscious mind. Otherwise, it's like looking for your subconscious mind through the lens of the subconscious mind is like trying to figure out why you see things the way that you see them, reading all kind of psychology textbooks and whatnot, without ever realizing that it's because of a pair of glasses you have on your face. And slipping up into the conscious mind to get an objective look at your subconscious mind is like taking those glasses off, and that's more of an understanding than you would have ever gathered through words and definitions. The second that you're able to experience your own subconscious mind and realize, oh, okay, it's a lot more, it's a much greater concept than can be had through just a blank. It's like asking yourself, what is the dog? If you're trying to understand the dog, well, let's say you have a pet dog at your house and you're asking yourself, what is the dog? And you're rambling through all kind of biology textbooks and stuff trying to understand the dog. And at best you'll get some general idea of it, like hope to maybe one day see one in the wild or whatever. But in reality, the best way to understand the dog is to look at your dog and let your dog represent the dog and represent your understanding of it. So, like if you have a pet dog at your house and you're trying to understand the dog, you would ask yourself, what is my dog like? What is my dog? Same thing when it comes to the mind. Seek inside of yourself your subconscious mind to understand the mind. And your hunt will be become much easier. And not only that, there's a great thing that happens in your discovery of your own subconscious mind, and that is, it requires us to become conscious. It's impossible to experience your subconscious mind from the seat of it. It requires if you're going to experience your subconscious mind, you do that through your conscious mind. So you find one. When you find one, you find the other. And it requires you, in order to get a true understanding or a true experience of your own subconscious mind, to become conscious, which is a great thing, and which I believe is what makes the understanding so hard and difficult to come by, is because it's not like we're trying to understand, some psychological concept of why the mind behaves certain ways or whatever. We're trying to get a true glimpse or experience of our own subconscious mind, and it requires the shift of our identity to go from this conceptual identity, this conceptual being up in our mind, and pull out of that and catch a different glimpse on our identity and slip out of the seat of our ego, and a true kind of an identity crisis happens when you do experience your subconscious mind. But I believe that you only wind up being pushed to get this understanding when an identity crisis has already started to take place. So, just keep in mind that the subconscious mind is not some basic, shallow level concept that you're going to grasp through a couple of YouTube videos, or even Freud's iceberg theory really won't get you very far. But I'll say this: Freud experienced the subconscious mind from the tip of the iceberg. As you will experience your subconscious mind from a higher part of who you are, you're not going to do it all wrapped up in these wordy understandings of it as some external idea. It's inside of yourself, so seek there for it and become conscious.